right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc. For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting, then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 002 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show. And the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the Star Radio UK morning show. It's now exactly 11 o'clock from the hearts of London. Well. But I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Yes, I've not changed. I'm still the same. Okay. Let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Good morning to Mr. Olayomi Koiki. Shamsuddin, good morning to you. Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho, massive good morning to you. Bishop Adeshina, good morning. Good morning to Pastor Momo, Pastor Emmanuel Chidi. I salute you, man of God. I salute you. Reverend Michael Esiama will be coming your way tomorrow dawn, God willing, with the power hour. And I will say good morning also to who else? Yes, Felix all the way in Aberdeen. Kojodi, good morning to you. To Mr. Frank Davis, wherever you are, massive good morning to you. And to every one of you, I welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the morning show. Let me put it this way. All protocol observed. Let's crack on. Do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. Now, by way of program online, I'm going to bring you the quote for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. Then after that, we'll bring you the details of those stories after some music interlude. We continue from thence and then exactly more at 12:45, the lines are open for you to add your voice to the discussions. And 12 o'clock exactly, we'll bring the curtains down for the end of the program. So in Nigeria, that's what's going to happen. But remember, this afternoon, it's going to be coming live again. What are we talking about? Yes. BB Means Business with BB Clement is going to be coming live. So we hope to see you there. It is all coming away from Star Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's crack on. So, the quote for the day says, to succeed in this era, focus on determining what the most important goals for your life are and set out to achieve them no matter what happens. So, set out to achieve them no matter what happens there. Okay. And then moving on straight on to the weather front. Well, when it comes to the weather as well, for those of you in London and southern part of England, this afternoon we'll see showers around to start, but this will soon clear southeastwards to leave it dry with plenty of sunny spells for the rest of the day. Tonight is expected to be dry and clear throughout the night. There will be a moderate westerly breeze expected there as well. Temperature is going to be 23 degrees. The lower is going to be 11 degrees. Pollen level is going to be high. UV level high. Pollution low. Sunset 2012 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 05:55 hours. And that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now, let's move on straight to the travel updates as well. On the travel this morning, as we'll say on this platform, keep your eyes on the roads, as we keep you navigated, I promise our bond. Well, on the underground this morning, Piccadilly line, as we said, until the 1st of September, no service between Wood Green and Cockfostyle. Replacement bus services will be operating, so check. Now, the Victoria line has also is experiencing severe delays due to an earlier customer incident. Tickets have been accepted on London buses, London Overground, Greater Anglia, Southeastern and Southwestern Railway. The other side, all the underground lines are running a good service. London Overground, DLR and London Tram in good service there as well. Now, to the major roads in London, I can tell you A40 and A406 not circular are experiencing serious delays. If you can avoid them, do your best to do so. Also, on the river bus, good service throughout. The London cable car is also running a good service, bringing us back to the final segment of the travel outlet. That is the National Rail. But I will say all the time, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads as keep you navigated. I promise our bond. Now, Mersey Rail, Northern Rail, Transport for Wales have all our experiencing minor delays, but ScotRail is worth of special service, offering special service. So please check before you leave. Avanti West Coast is running a good service, and all the others are running a good service there. And that's why I will say it once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's go commercial. We come back, and then I will bring you or take you on the global trotting. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go global trotting. So starting from home here in the UK, what have I got news for you? Bank balls among missing in Sicily yacht disaster. Jonathan Bloomer is one of the 6 people missing after Monday's disaster, Sicily's civil protection says. Well, the search is still going on. We'll tell you more about that. A missing tycoon's co-defendant fatally struck by car. Missing tycoon's co-defendant fatally struck by car. Quite interesting, right? I'm going to tell you more about that as well. We're going to tell you more about that as well. Is there something fishy that has gone on there? A man is to be sentenced after throwing bottles at police outside Asylum Seeker Hotel. And King Charles is to meet Southport attack victims. So coming your way this morning from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Just bear with me as we bring you everything that you got to know. Yeah, I needed to mute my phone, right? Okay. But interestingly, someone alluding that Clapham Junction is the most dangerous station in the UK. Why? That's what the passenger is saying. We're going to be looking at that as well. No cause for concern over mpox. That's what the health chiefs are saying. Well, so if they say no cause for concerns, then we will have to be rest assured that things are going to take along nicely there. All right then. And rocket engine explodes during tests at Shetland Spaceport. Oh boy. Wow. Lots more going to be coming your way from there. In other stories as well, America, I gave my best to you. Biden eyes legacy in emotional farewell. And Biden says Gaza protesters have a point after thousands gather at the DNC, Democratic National Convention. And Hillary Clinton says it's time for Kamala Harris to break the glass ceiling. Well, first black woman. Well, that's going to be an interesting one. But Trump is saying, is he black or is he Indian? Well, what do you think? Is that, well, now she's metamorphosed into something else. George Santos faces prison after pleading guilty to fraud. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there. We're going to be telling you more about that. This is Starr Radio UK. Malawi ex-president plots comeback in next elections. I think we talked about that yesterday. And Tanzania police commander transferred after linking gang rape victim to sex work. Oh boy. Okay, in other stories as well, from Niger, yes, the Nigerian police force has invited Comrade Joe Ajero president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, for questioning on alleged involvement in terrorism-related activities. And that is where I say it all the time: give the dog a bad name and then you can hang it. They are trying to do everything possible to outwit him, which they've not. Therefore, they need to say, yeah, you know what? You've done the same thing like what Nnamdi Kanu is alleged to have done, insurrection, terrorism, and all that bit, right? Atiku knocks Tinubu over subsidy refineries delay. And then in other stories, let me take that one out. You don't know what else to know. INEC begins PVC distribution in Edo on Thursday. In other stories still making the rounds, experts gathered in Bangkok to negotiate treaty behind closed doors to develop an international legally binding instrument on plastic pollution. Experts from around the globe will meet in Bangkok, Thailand. In other stories as well, from Africa, outrage in Ethiopia over sentence for man who raped. What was the sentence and why are they making noise about it? We're going to be talking about that as well. We paid 3 million GBC for all African Games coverage, Mustafa Yusuf is saying. He said they paid 3 million to the GBC, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, for all African Games coverage. Now, why are they not covering it? So we're going to be telling you more about that. What are they saying different from that? We're going to tell you more about that. Well, the voters' exhibition is beginning today. Those are some of the stories making the rounds in Ghana as well. Bawumia will sign anti-LGBTQ bill if it is properly constructed. Kojo Upon Nkrumah is saying, be bold to propagate achievement of MPP, damage to party faithfuls. Interesting. In other stories making the rounds this morning as well, still in Ghana, patients lives hang in the balance as Kolebu dialysis unit remains shut to outpatients. And please refute allegation of militia training at Kwewu, who are giving militia training. Off-duty police officer arrested for alleged murder in Accra. And Bagre Dam spillage, NADMO advises communities along the White Volta River to leave. Finally, the sad story of a 43-year-old Ghanaian woman who has been stabbed to death in the UK was sent to me by my apostle as well, but it's been captured here. In 2024 elections as well, I will not vote for CPP anymore, Duncan Williams is saying. Well, I want to say is that CPP does not exist. Oh my goodness. Renowned broadcaster Godwin Avenogbo is dead. I mean, he's the one who trained me how to present programs on the radio. I remember back in the day, we call him Big G. When we were in the what do you call them? I've forgotten the body that we were in back in the day before I went to even the Institute of Journalism. He enticed me with everything that was happening there. But Godwin Avenogbo is dead. I was at his wedding at Kotubabi, Accra New Town, EP Church. Oh goodness. Now, veteran broadcaster Godwin Avenogbo, affectionately known as Big Godwin, has passed away. He died on Monday, August 19. While the cause of his death has not been revealed, many have been experiencing deep sorrow over his death. Before his passing, the Grandmaster, as he was endearingly called, served as the Director of Communications for the Melcom Group of Companies. In a brief statement posted on Ghana Television Facebook page, where Godwin Avenogbo had an illustrious career, he said, the Grandmaster Godwin Avenogbo bows out. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Yes, that time we were in the GBC fan club and he was one of our presidents there. Oh my. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11:15. We take a musical break. We come back we'll be looking at all the stories making the rounds this morning for you. Stay tuned and don't even think of touching the dial. Starr Radio UK. Let's enjoy this tune from Pastor Theodora Boachiansa, Theodora Gospel, and she says, "Before I formed you, God says He knew you."
Hear me now, He is the God of creation, the mighty one of Israel. He holds the sun in its place, He calls the stars one by one. That's the God who made you, He has called you His own. Yes, He has thoughts of you, thoughts of good, not evil. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I call you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, yeah. Listen now. Say a righteous man's steps are ordered by God. So in times of trials, lift your eyes to the hills. He that keepeth Israel, He will watch over you. What they meant for evil, my God will work for your good. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, yeah. Now if you believe that, come on, let's say this to the world. He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have the peace. He's on my side. Come on, He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have the peace. He's on my side. Say He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have the peace. He's on my side. Before I found you in the belly, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I found you in the belly, yeah. Say, God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. Come on, rejoice. Lift your hands up, give Him praise. 'Cause He knows, yes He knows. Yeah. Bless. Yeah. Now if you believe that, come on, let's say this to the world. He knows my name.
This is Starr Radio UK.
I have the peace. He's on my side. Come on, He knows my name. He calls me He knows when you're up, he knows when you're down. This are his words, let every man hear. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, rejoice, lift your hands up, give him praise. Cause he knows, yes he knows. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bless. Yeah, yeah.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK. Salsa story there, where in Manchester, the Ghanaian community there are mourning the death of Madame Alberta Opening, who lost her life through a stabbing that was reported yesterday morning. She hails from Ghana as well. Okay, so now let's move on quickly. We'll be paying tribute and we'll be looking into all those stories in details at the moment. But starting from home here in the UK, so here. Now, it's quite intriguing what is happening. Now, let me pick this one first and we'll come to the sinking boat. The co-defendant of a British tech tycoon, Mike Lynch, who is currently missing in Italy, has died after being hit by a car. Now, Stephen Chamberlain, 52, was Mr. Lynch's co-defendant in his US fraud trial, in which both men were acquitted following an 11 billion sale of the software giant Autonomy. Now, Mr. Chamberlain died after being fatally struck by the vehicle while out running in Cambridge on Saturday, and his family has now paid tribute to him. Now, Mr. Lynch and his daughter are currently missing after a luxury yacht sank off the coast of Sicily on Monday. Now, Mr. Chamberlain's family described him as a much-loved husband, father, son, brother, and friend. He was an amazing individual whose only goal in life was to help others in any way possible, they added. He made a lasting impression on everyone who had privilege of knowing him. He will be deeply missed, but forever in the hearts of his loved ones. Mr. Chamberlain died in hospital after the crash on the A1123 at Streatham in Cambridgeshire at about 10:10 BST on Saturday. The driver of the car, a 49-year-old woman from Haddenham, remained at the scene and is assisting with inquiries. Now, Gary Leisenberg, Mr. Chamberlain's lawyer, also described his client as a courageous man. Our dear client and friend Steve Chamberlain was fatally struck by a car on Saturday while out running. He said he was a courageous man with unparalleled integrity. We deeply miss him. Now, Steve fought successfully to clear his good name at trial earlier this year, and his good name now lives on through his wonderful family. Mr. Chamberlain was the former vice president of the finance at Autonomy. Prior to the US trial, he was the former chief operating officer of British cyber security company Darktrace. Now, a spokesperson of Darktrace said he was a substantial contributor to the team in its early years. Steve was much loved by his colleagues and leaves many friends at Darktrace, they added. We extend our deepest condolences to his wife and the rest of his family, who are very much in our thoughts at this challenging time. Mr. Lynch similarly had connections to Cambridgeshire after studying natural science at the University of Cambridge. Now, he was raised near Chelmsford in Essex and more recently has been living in the Lordham Hall estate in Suffolk. Now, searches for those missing for the yacht off the coast of Sicily have resumed today. Now, 6 stories, including Mr. Lynch and his 18-year-old daughter, remain missing from the yacht named Bayesian It was hit during intense storms in the early hours of Monday. Morgan Stanley International Bank Chairman Jonathan Bloomer and Clifford Chance lawyer Chris Movilo are also among those missing. Well, it's quite an interesting thing there. Is there any conspiracy there? I don't know what the conspiracy theorists will be saying now, but this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, 11:26 the time, the morning show, the program. Now, Jesse Health Chief says there is no significant cause for concern after the first case of a more dangerous strain of Mpox was confirmed outside Africa. On Thursday, Sweden's public health agency recorded that it's the first case of Clade 1 Mpox. Hours after the Public Health Organization declared the outbreak in parts of Africa a public health emergency of international concern, was said on Tuesday. Dr. Rajesh Hembrum told islanders there was no significant cause for concern and that the island had adequate stocks of vaccine. At least 450 people died during an initial outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and these was since spread to areas of Central and East Africa. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, interestingly, Glenn Rosie was on her way to see A Christmas Carol at the Old Vic when the incident happened on the 15th of November 2023. Boarding a train at platform 10 at Clapham Junction Station, she misjudged the big gap between the train and the platform. She caught her foot and fell into the carriage, breaking her leg in two places and damaging her shoulder. Now, 1 minute I was standing, the next minute I fell, she said. Normally on trains you have the little lip to assist the boarding, but this train didn't have that. It was approximately a foot, even more of an incline, together with the same width of the gap. Now, the repercussions for Glenna Rosie were very serious. Her injuries meant she needed to have 2 plates inserted in her knee. Glenna spent a month in hospital and even now still walks with a stick. She is still doing physiotherapy. She is very clear and blames the big gap between the train and the platform. The railway system in our country is at fault. I found a gap instead of minding the gap. We need to do something to make our railways safe. The railway system here are antiquated. Say antiquated, so old ones. We have 19th century infrastructure in the 21st century. It is time we got to grips with it. Well, so she is terming Clapham Junction as the most dangerous station in the UK when it comes to railway travel or our railways. What do you think there? So coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A final story from the UK front. King Charles will visit Southport later to meet the victims of a knife attack that claimed the lives of 3 young girls. BB King 6, Elsie Stancock 7, and Alice da Silva Aguirre 9 died when a knife man attacked a Taylor Swift themed dance class on High Street on the 29th of July. Now, 10 others were seriously injured, including yoga teacher Lynn Lucas, 35, who has recently been readmitted to a hospital. Now, during the private meeting, the king will hear about the experiences of some of the young children who were attacked in his first official visit to the town. King Charles, who has been receiving cancer treatment this year, previously issued in the wake of the attack, saying he was profoundly shocked to hear of the utterly horrific incident. Now, funerals have recently been held for Alice da Silva Aguirre and BB King, and a number of vigils have taken place. The king previously called for unity after unrest and disorder spread across England following the attacks. He will meet frontline emergency staff and members of the community affected by the disorder as well as regional leaders. During the visit, the king is expected to hear from staff representing Merseyside Police, Fire and Rescue, and Ambulance. Well, so ambulance services, lots of it will be covered, and we promise you that tomorrow, God willing, if you are alive and we come on, we will bring in that to you. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world, 6 hostages' bodies have been retrieved, Israel's military is saying. The bodies of 6 hostages have been retrieved from Gaza Strip, Israel's military has said. A statement from the Israeli Defense Forces said the bodies of Yagiv Bustab, Alexander Danzig, Avraham Munda, Yoram Metzger, Haim Perry, and British Israeli Nadav Popplewell were recovered from the Khan Yunis area on Monday. 5 of their deaths had already been announced by Israel, though Avraham Manda was thought to still be alive. The recovery operation was carried out by the IDF alongside the security agency Shin Bet. The 6 men had all been kidnapped alive during Hamas attacks on southern Israel on the 7th of October before being taken to Gaza, the Hostage Families Forum have said. In the statement, he said the recovery of the bodies had provided families the necessary closure, adding that the return of the remaining 109 hostages from Gaza can be achieved through negotiated deal. The group called on the Israeli government to do everything in its power to finalize the deal currently on the table. The negotiations over a long sought after ceasefire and hostage release deal are ongoing, with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken currently in the Middle East pushing for an agreement. On Monday, Mr. Blinken said Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had agreed to a U.S. bridging proposal for a deal after the pair met in Tel Aviv. Hamas previously claimed that Mr. Popplewell died of wounds sustained in an Israeli airstrike months ago. In response to the recovery of the bodies, Israel's Prime Minister Isaac Herzog said on Tuesday, "We send our heartfelt condolences and warm embrace to the families. We must not stop for a moment from working in every possible way to bring back all hostages," he added. The IDF said on Monday that it had expanded its operation in Khan Yunis and the outskirts of the central town of Deir al-Baala. On Monday, 5 people were killed in an Israeli airstrike on an internet distribution facility in western Khan Yunis, according to local health officials. A medical source also said that 3 people were killed in Abazan, east of the city. Now, Israel launched a military campaign in Gaza in response to an unprecedented attack on southern Israel on the 7th of October by Hamas gunmen, during which about 1,200 people were killed and 251 taken hostage. Now, more than 40,173 people have been killed in Gaza since then, according to the territory Hamas-run health ministry. But as some are saying, it could be higher than that. But it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK at exactly 26 minutes to the top of the hour. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And we go on. Well, Joe Biden has given his last speech as the okay, let me put it this way, in the DNC, the DNC. It was not a speech Joe Biden wanted to give, at least not this year under these circumstances. But if anyone knows how quickly fortunes can change, it is this president, whose personal and professional life has been scarred by tragedy and adversity. Now, speaking to a packed arena in Chicago on the first night of the Democratic National Convention, Mr. Biden offered a full-throated defense of his presidency, touching on many of the themes that he campaigned on in 2020. And again, this year, before abandoning his re-election bid in mid-July, a few weeks after catastrophic debate performance. Like many of you, I gave my heart and soul to this nation, he said towards the end of a nearly hour-long address punctuated by raucous shouts of "Thank you, Joe." Mr. Biden had walked out on the stage after being introduced by his daughter Ashley and wife Jill, who told the audience she saw him dig deep into his soul when he decided to exit the presidential race. After hugging Ashley, he put a tissue to his eyes to dab away the tears. The president touched his heart and stood a little straighter at the lectern, flashing a 2D smile as the crowd continued to cheer. His speech had a keen eye on his place in history, but he spent time singing the praises of his vice president, the woman he hopes will succeed him in the White House. Selecting Kamala as the very first decision I made when I became our nominee, and is the best decision I made my whole career. He said she is tough, she's experienced, and she has enormous integrity. Unlike his Oval Office address 4 weeks ago, Mr. Biden did not speak directly of passing the torch to a new generation, but the message was clear enough. After the president concluded his remarks, Ms. Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, came out to embrace Mr. Biden and his wife, Jill. "I love you," the vice president mouthed to Mr. Biden after their hug. While Mr. Biden spent much of the end of the speech focusing on Ms. Harris, a tacit acknowledgement that how she fares against Donald Trump in November's vote could make or break how history and his party remembers him. Many of the evening's earlier speakers directed their tributes to the current White House resident. It started with a planned but unannounced appearance by Ms. Harris herself, who took the stage to a thunderous applause. Well, he's done his bit. Now, if anybody wants to do better than him, put your heart, your money where your mouth is. He said he's done his bit. Has handed the touch over to Harris, and let's see if Harris will be able to beat Trump palms down. Anthony Adedeji, massive good morning to you, and lots of love to you there as well. How is the US, and how do you think the election is going to go? I know you got all the answers this morning. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In another story making the rounds this morning, George Santos, the disgraced former Republican congressman, is facing years in prison after pleading guilty to 2 federal counts of fraud. Now, Santos, 36, appeared in court in Central Islip, New York, on Monday and admitted wire fraud and aggravated identity theft for stealing the IDs of the campaign staff and misusing campaign funds. The judge estimated a sentencing range of 6 to 8 years for the charges he admitted. His guilty plea cements the downfall of the novice New York politician who was expelled from Congress last year after a brief scandal plagued tenure. In a quote, he said, "I deeply regret my conduct and the harm it has caused and accept full responsibility for my actions," Santos said in the statement read to the court. It reverses his denial last year of charges including lying to Congress about his finances and using campaign contributions for personal expenses. A plea agreement calls for Santos to make restitution of at least $374,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A final one from the US. US actor Michael Madsen was arrested on Saturday on a charge of domestic battery, the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department has said. In a statement sent to the BBC, it said its deputies responded to a family disturbance incident shortly after midnight in the city of Malibu, California. The department said a woman alleged her husband pushed her and locked her out of their residence. Madsen was who starred in Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill films, was later released from custody on a $20,000 bond The 66-year-old has not publicly commented on the issue. The investigation is ongoing and be forwarded to the Van Nuys Superior Court House for filing, the Sheriff's Department have said. The statement provided no further details. But it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, Iran was behind the recent hack of Donald Trump's presidential campaign, U.S. intelligence officials have confirmed. The FBI and other federal agencies said in a joint statement that Iran had chosen to interfere in the U.S. elections to stoke discord and undermine confidence in our democratic institution. The Trump campaign pointed the finger at Iran on the 10th of August for hacking its internal messages. Iranian officials denied it. Now, sources familiar with the investigation said U.S. partner CBS News that the suspect Iranian hackers also targeted the campaign of Democratic presidential contender Kamala Harris. The Intelligence Committee is confident that the Iranians have, through social engineering and other efforts, sought access to individuals with direct access to the presidential campaigns of both political parties, U.S. intelligence officials said in a statement. Now, such activity, including theft and disclosure, are intended to influence the U.S. election process. The Trump campaign was reportedly sent a spear phishing email, a message designed to look trustworthy in order to get the target to click on a malicious link. The Harris campaign said last week it had also been the target of a spear phishing attack, though it was unsuccessful. The agency that released Monday's statement, including the FBI, the Office of the National Director of National Intelligence, and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, said the tactics were not new and noted that Russia and Iran had employed such methods during previous U.S. elections. It remains unclear what information, if any, was stolen during the hack. Trump said the hackers were only able to obtain publicly available information. Well, it is Starr Radio. How would that impact the final rounds of the U.S. elections? Will Trump come out if he loses to say, you know what, it's because these people hacked it? Or what is going to happen there? Atakofi, let me say good morning to you and to all our wonderful listeners at Asherman in Accra, Ghana. All right, so still coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We're going to be going to Niger. That's Nigeria, I mean. The Nigerian police have invited the NLC President Joe Ajaero to Abuja over alleged terrorism financing. I looked at the story and I was asking myself the question once again: is it give a dog a bad name and then you can hang it, or what? The Nigerian police has invited Comrade Joe Ajaero, President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, for questioning an alleged involvement in terrorism-related activities, according to a press release by the NLC in a letter signed by ACP Adamu Malzu on the behalf of the Commissioner of the Police Intelligence, directed Ajaero to report to the IRT complex in Abuja by 10 a.m. That's today. Now, warning that a warrant of arrest will be issued against him if he fails to report. So, they said, be informed that if you fail to honor this letter, this office will have no choice but to issue a warrant of arrest for a warrant for your arrest. Ajaero has been said to be linked to ongoing investigations concerning the charges of criminal conspiracy, terrorism, financing, and cybercrime. In the statement, NLC Heads of Communications and Corporate Affairs Benson Ohwa linked the invitation to the recent raid of the headquarters of the union. The tension between the Nigerian police and Nigeria Labour Congress escalated in July 2024 when Max Police operatives raided the NLC headquarters. They said the raid was reportedly linked to allegations that Labour members sponsored the hashtag End Bad Governance protest, which began on August 1, 2024. The protest was driven by public outrage over rising living costs and economic hardship, eventually leading to calls for regime change. The NLC had issued a press release signed by the NLC President Joe Ajero and the General Secretary Emmanuel Ugwaboja in concern over the government's response to the mass protest. The NLC's National Executive Council condemned the violent handling of the demonstrators and criticized the government's anti-poor policies, including that have been influenced by the World Bank and IMF. The NEC also condemned the government trivializing of treasonable felony charges, which is argued were being used indiscriminately against peaceful protesters. The NEC also expressed strong disapproval of the government's interference in the affairs of the NLC, particularly the actions of the Minister of Labour and the Registrar of the Trade Unions. Furthermore, the NLC warned that continued government interference could compel the union to instruct its members to stay home for their safety. So what do you think government is going to do? I bet you they're going to say, well, bring it on. But what do you think? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. So bring you some stories from there. Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has once again tackled President Bola Tinubu over the continued payment of subsidies on premium motor spirit and issuance of contrary statements against it. Now, this is coming after the president gave approval to the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited to use the 2023 dividends due to the Federation for subsidizing petrol. Now, reacting to the development in the post on his verified Facebook page, Atiku expressed concerns over the latest development, describing them as another chapter of opaque governance under the current administration. He says, we have stopped subsidizing fuel. In another phase, they are subsidizing the fuel, and that is where the banter is. He pointed out that the decision contradicts the president's earlier assertion in the national broadcast where he announced an end to subsidy payment. Now, the People Democratic Party presidential candidate in the 2023 elections accused Tinubu's government of paying subsidies through less transparent methods. Now, the discrepancy between the president's statement and his action not only undermines the moral authority of his leadership, but also significantly erodes the credibility of his administration, Atiku stated. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A final story, then we leave Nigeria as well. To advance the presidential directive for crude oil sale in Naira aimed at boosting Nigeria's economic growth and development, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, chaired a pivotal meeting yesterday in Abuja with the Implementation Committee on Crude Oil Sales in Naira. The meeting focused on expediting the transition to Naira-based crude oil transaction, marking a critical step in Nigeria's economic transformation. Among the key initiatives reviewed was the planned commencement of Naira payments for crude oil sales to Dangote Refinery, set to begin on October 1, 2024. Now, this landmark shift is expected to play a significant role in stabilizing Nigeria's economy and strengthening its currency. Now, Dr. Zach Adedeji, Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Services and the Chairman of the Technical Subcommittee, provided updates on the progress. He confirmed that the first premium motor spirit delivery from the Dangote Refinery is anticipated next month. Under the current agreement, this development represents a major milestone in the government's drive to increase local production and reduce dependency on foreign exchange for crude oil. But the question that I seem to be asking, and most people seem to be looking at, is what are they saying pertaining to those who import finished crude, crude oil, yes, petroleum spirit and all that, diesel finished products, like I said, finished products into the country. What are they doing? Because it's going to cause their businesses, I mean, these huge sums of businesses, to go down the drain. But it's going to take a bit of time, though. But what do you think about that? It's quite an interesting one, right? Okay. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. 9 minutes to the end of the program. The lines are open. If you want to hop in, hop out, feel free to do so. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. And when it comes to one of the airlines that's so wonderful on the African front, is a Kenyan airline. Now, Kenyan Airways has reported its first half-year profit in over a decade on Monday, with a profit of after tax of 513 million Kenyan shillings, or $4 million for January to June, reversing a 21.7 billion shillings loss from the same period last year. The airline credited increased passengers numbers for the turnaround and is optimistic about breaking even for the full year. CEO Alan Kalvuka announced that the company is close to finalizing negotiations with a strategy equity investor, but withheld further details. Once one of Africa's top 3 airlines, Kenya Airways, fell into insolvency in 2018 due to heavy debt from an expansion drive. But they are one of the airlines that I can say does very, very well, and kudos to them. I hope that other African countries will take a leaf from their books. It's coming your way from Starr Radio UK. The Minister for Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, says his outfit, that is in Ghana now, has paid $3 million to the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. That's $3 million. The amount, according to the minister, is in full payment for coverage of the 2024 All-African Games that took place in Accra 4 months ago. The minister's remarks was in response to the Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram Samuel George's query on the state of payment to the state broadcaster when the minister appeared before the Public Accounts Committee on Monday. You had an arrangement with the GBC to cover all the African games. Can you share with this committee how much that coverage was for and whether payment has been made for the same? Sam George asked. In response, Mr. Mustafa Yusuf confirmed that yes, GBC was the official broadcaster for the 13th All African Games, and I can confirm that full payment has been made to the GBC. I can't remember the exact amount, but I know it's in the excess of $3 million. For emphasis, Mr. George asks, you paid GBC in excess of $3 million for coverage of the All African Games? To which the minister responded, yes. According to Sam George, his question was premised on the fact that most of the technicians that work on all the All African Games have still not been paid. So we wanted to ascertain if you have paid and how much you have been paid. Okay. He said the Public Accounts Committee will take the matter up with the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation when they next appear before the committee on why they have still not paid the technicians who worked for them. Maybe they use the money to defray some costs, maybe electricity. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. The Ghana Police Service has, through its proactive media monitoring, has noted a publication alleging the training of some militia men at Kwewu in the eastern region for the 2024 general election. It goes on further to say in a statement, we wish to state that our investigation has found no evidence of such training in the area, the police service disclosed in a statement. The police have commenced investigation to identify those behind the false publication to come and answer for their action in line with the due process of the law. We wish to caution the public against the publication and dissemination of fake news, the police administration concluded. Now, so if that is fake news, is the Japadia fake news as well? I bet you people are asking lots of questions. Well, is this a fake news as well? Georgia EC, Director of Communications for the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO. This man looks like Pastor Michael AC there. And a member of the MPP's communication team has called for an end to misinformation and a focus on verifiable data to address unemployment. Mr. EC made these remarks in an interview. He emphasized that the need for accurate representation of data, stating, "You need to have the numbers. I need data." He acknowledged the impact of banking sector reform and anti-galamsey efforts on job losses, saying, "When we came in, we embarked on the banking sector reform. So definitely some people lost jobs." Regarding job creation, he cited that example of 200,000 nurses recruited since 2017 and referenced Dr. Baumia's statement on 2.3 million jobs created during the manifesto launch. Dr. Baumia at the present launch of the manifesto mentioned about 2.3 million jobs created. But they're saying that, hey, stop misinforming the public. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, before I bring the program to a close this morning, a very, very sad note which I end on. Let me say, my real mentor when it comes to broadcasting. I remember back in the day when we go to the GBC, we go into the studios. That's when where the GBC 2 was. That time we go to the GBC FM bit, and then we go and record GBC Fan Club. I remember Sylvia Crabb. I remember Lawrence Tete. I remember Kofi. I've forgotten the other name, but a few of us who were there at the time. And we'll have Gordon Avenago, who does the production for us, staying behind the console, seeing to the recordings and everything, and we air our program on Saturdays. That was even before I went to the Institute of Journalism. It's quite a long time. But the veteran broadcaster Godwin Avenago, affectionately known as Big Godwin, but we call him Big G, has passed away. He died on Monday, August 19, 2024. While the cause of his death has not been revealed yet, many have been expressing deep sorrows over his death. Before his passing, the Grandmaster, as he was endearingly called, served as the Director of Communications for the Malcolm Group of Companies. In a brief statement posted on Ghana Television Facebook page, Godwin Avenago had an illustrious career. It said, "The Grandmaster Godwin Avenago bows out. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace." I remember his wedding reception. We had it at Northridge Hotel, where we had Mike, what do you call him? Mike Egan's hotel there. So we go back a long way. It's been quite a long time since I came into contact with him. Easy Money and all those guys there. I know today you'll be mourning, or since Monday you'll be mourning him, and I pay my due respect to him as well. But it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, the final story. Alberta Obinim, 43, has been identified as the lady who passed away after being stabbed in Manchester. The incident occurred at approximately 11:20 p.m. on Sunday in Bernard Road, Galton, and a 22-year-old male has been taken into custody on suspicion of murder, according to Greater Manchester Police. Now, two others, a 17-year-old girl and a 64-year-old man, also sustained life-threatening injuries after suffering serious stab wounds at a property on the road, according to the force. According to authorities, primarily evidence suggests that the suspect knew Miss Obinim and the other two victims. To fully understand the facts surrounding the event, police are speaking with witnesses. The event is being handled as an isolated one, although early indications indicated that the suspect was acquainted with the victims, according to forces. The community leader Ibrahim Abu described Ms. Obinim as a lovely woman who always made sure people were smiling. She said the news of her death has come as a big blow to the community, and I say to them as well, may her soul rest in perfect peace. And this is why I bring the program to a close for today. But as I did announce earlier on, exactly at 1:30, we'll be bringing you BB Means Business with BB Clement. But let's go to the Zongo man himself. He says, be nice, because this world, today I'm here, tomorrow I'm not. What more can you do? So be nice. See you all tomorrow, and bye bye for now. It's been me, your one and only Archie. Stay blessed.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile.
This is Starr Radio UK.
And stop me hard in the back. You are.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
And the gangster, it's just a bombing, stabbing, shooting, killing, murdering, innocent.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
The peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice? Hey, and kind. Be nice to your husband. Be nice to your wife. Be nice to your colleagues. Be nice to your mates. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Kokoti, kokoti, kokoti.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Unite against racism. Unite against oppression. Unite against gangstercracy. Unite against misogyny. Unite against homophobia. Unite against xenophobia. Unite, hey, unite, 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 unite against hate and make the world a better place. Hey, Kokoti, 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 Kokoti. Children, be nice, oh children. Children, be nice to your mates.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye to guns. Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family. Don't give them headaches, stress and grief. Make them proud, proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.